What's up? Welcome into your Daily Buckeye Blitz for a Monday. The old Monday is so good to me. I am here to ruin music for you. Just kidding. I don't do it on purpose. I just have a bad voice. Can't carry a tune. I don't know. Or maybe I like singing bad. My wife says I'm a good singer, but who knows? She's also a psychopath. Anyway, it's Monday, August 14th, 2023. Just a couple of weeks away, less than 3 weeks away from week one at Indiana. Buckeyes getting geared up here, running through fall camp. Make sure you hit subscribe, hit like, please, and thank you. Hit the bell if you want to get notified when we go live and when a new video comes out. It's useful information. You might enjoy it. I don't know. Why am I talking like this? Anyway, just trying to entertain myself and maybe one of you. So I'm going to get back to doing the freshman focuses and the transfer focuses. We've got quite a few guys to finish up on, some safeties and some linemen and stuff. So I think I'll do like all the O-linemen together in one group because we got like 4 freshman O-linemen. So keep an eye out for those. Those are coming up, and I'm going to try and hit on every position group throughout the fall camp and get you guys up to speed as to where we're at, how they're looking, quotes and things like that. So today we're doing that exactly. We are starting with the linebackers, though. Yes, I don't know why. I just picked it out of a hat. We're talking linebacker updates. So here we go. So Steele Chambers said that during interviews recently that he thinks people on the team are more confident, specifically on the defense. He said they know what they're doing a lot more. There's a lot less guessing, so that's definitely good. Yeah, you definitely don't want guys just out there guessing what their responsibilities are on defense. That seems like a bad plan. So the linebackers return just about the entire room. You got the big responsibility for Jim Knowles and James Laurinaitis is to find snaps for the younger players and still maximize Tommy Eichenberg and Steele Chambers, of course, So talking about CJ Hicks, obviously, I know you guys are right there with me. We want CJ Hicks on the field as much as possible, of course. So Jim Knowles said in spring that at some point this season he wants to unleash CJ Hicks. Okay, so noted. Those plans haven't changed, and Knowles feels even stronger about finding a role for CJ in the defense. Knowles said this recently, quote, "I think my plans have been pretty strong for CJ the whole time. He's had a great offseason. He continues to improve. He's going to play at will. He's going to play at jack. We're always going to look for ways to get him in the game. That's on me to find those opportunities." And also on James Laurinaitis too, for sure. But Knowles said he's had long conversations with Hicks about what he can unlock and what he can use from CJ's talents. CJ reps at the jack position; those will probably come later in camp. But CJ likes the jack because he can show how versatile he is. Again, I know I say this every time we talk about a defensive player, it seems like, but that versatility is key. It gets you on the field more often. They don't have to pull you off in certain situations if you can play more than one type of role or responsibility, right? So with CJ specifically as the jack, he can come off the edge or drop back and play the weak side linebacker. So in that case, obviously they have to pull Steele off the field. So CJ likes the jack because it's similar to what he did in high school. Obviously, you're going to have Mitchell Melton coming back. He's going to get reps at the jack as well. It'll be interesting to see how that order shakes out. Who's starter at the jack when they go to that look? Is it CJ or is it Mitchell Melton, the fourth-year guy? Knowles said, quote, "I see it as a change-up for this year, not the focus, but definitely something I want to look at in this camp." Hicks is not going to take Steele's job at will. That's obvious. But Knowles is still focused on getting CJ reps there at the jack position. CJ said, "I want to make a name for myself. I feel like people remember me or know me for what I did in high school and not really what I've done on the field here yet, because I haven't really done anything yet." So we'll see how things go. Again, my interest level is pretty high on how CJ or Mitchell Melton are going to go back and forth there with reps. The rest of the linebacker room, you got Tommy Eichenberg back in the mix. The heart and soul of the Buckeye defense, obviously. He was out for spring, had recovered from his broken thumbs. So the rest of the room was able to get some valuable reps. So Knowles said, quote, "It's great to have Tommy back. He's our leader. He's the type of guy that I can yell at and he'll yell back at me." That's the kind of relationship you want. You want guys who are convicted, and if they believe something, you can have an exchange. That's Tommy. He's passionate, he cares, and he never wants to make a mistake. When you have guys like that, you've got a good chance. So good to have Tommy back, the quarterback of the defense at the mic. Now, Kourt Williams, this is an interesting spin this fall. I didn't see this one coming, but it makes a lot of sense. Kourt Williams, the fourth-year safety, has been set back by injuries repeatedly during his career. He only has 224 total snaps in his career, plus another 211 on special teams. But he does, besides his role on field, he has an important role in the locker room. His work ethic, steady demeanor, and natural leadership made him a captain last year, I'm sure again this year. But now he's trying a new path to get on the field. He's working with the linebackers in fall camp. So he said the move is one that he brought to the coaches. He took it to them. And then the coaches responded and said they've been thinking about a move down into the box that might be best for Kourt. Knowles said, quote, "Kourt is a guy we felt we could be better off closer to the line of scrimmage. We've debated that for a while. He's kind of moved back and forth. We just thought it was the right time to make a move down fully. He's a first-class young man, and we think he'll be a great linebacker." He actually was recruited as a safety, but played outside linebacker at Bosco out in Cali. So you got returning starters at each linebacker position, right? So Kourt isn't really in position to crack the lineup necessarily. He could be in the mix to get some snaps at Sam linebacker when Knowles wants to go to a 3 linebacker look, a run heavy kind of defense. And Kourt has shown an ability to diagnose plays at the line of scrimmage when he's up closer. He can navigate bodies in the box and make plays against the run. I navigate bodies in the box on a nightly level. Just kidding. Back to the show. Some of the snaps against Utah in the Rose Bowl. Remember, 2021 technically was January 22. That Rose Bowl, he had a couple big plays in the backfield against Utah. So Williams has now come around to the idea that move to linebacker might suit him best, and Ohio State, but also at the next level. If he gets there, health is going to be his biggest factor. Remember, he had the ACL his freshman year. And then he, in interviews recently, just told everybody that he underwent 3 shoulder surgeries last year, 2 on his right for a torn labrum and 1 on his left for a torn labrum. That is just bad luck, man. That's crazy. 3 surgeries on 2 shoulders, man. So he said he'll need to get used to reading offensive linemen more and playing against the run more consistently. But if he can provide more depth at linebacker this season, I think he has 1 more year of eligibility. So maybe he'll come back and get some real reps next year. We'll see. So that's it. That's all I got for you today. Don't forget, like, subscribe, leave a comment. I love replying to comments. Especially when people complain about the show. It's my favorite. But I'm not a defensive person. I don't get defensive. So, what'd you say? Just kidding. Talk to you later. Go Bucks.